like, oh, you're wearing a suit, like right in front of the security guard. I swiped the card and I was like, this is what I wear before I rape people.
It's because I'm Jewish, isn't it?
Did you know that I'm 1/32nd Cherokee?
Just jerking it off.
Welcome to the 2A Procast, everyone.
Yes,
this is the 2A Procasting couch with
live from
our new best friends,
fabulous Las Vegas.
DeskPop.
This is DeskPop. For all you that don't know DeskPop, go check out the channel. All the links will be in the description, both to their YouTube and to their OnlyFans.
Jake has been chewing on gravel.
What's that?
You have been swallowing and chewing gravel.
Oh, you could tell. Yeah. Some lady came up to me today and said I had a sexy voice. And
You're like, is it because I sound like I've been smoking cigarettes for 50 years?
I know. I said, does it sound like I've been just like gobbling cock all night? Like I've been getting throat fucked by no one on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I ran out of mouthwash. I had to use cum.
Much smoother that way.
Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Introduce, boys.
We're going from
Go.
me? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm Thomas. I'm a talking head. That's about it.
I am Tamus.
Joe.
Tomas, and I am HR Conclusions.
Not Joe. Correct the name, please.
Oh, sorry. I'm Lucas Botkins.
Nope. One more try.
I'm Joe.
Fag Joe.
Fag Joe.
Fag
Yeah.
Joe.
Fag Joe.
First name Fag, last name Joe.
First name Fag, last name Joe.
Right on.
You could tell because of
you already did it.
I'm HR Conclusions.
He's HR Conclusion.
So,
The head retard.
And you're
is what
watching
HR
Disney
is
Channel.
for.
and you're watching the Disney Channel. So for those of you who don't know these guys, you need to go and watch them because they're fantastic. Do you want to give just a quick, brief rundown of your guys' channel?
Yeah, I don't know how to explain what we do, but we shit post with guns. We like review guns, but we record it really well on like high value cameras, and it looks pretty, and then we're on it, so it's a shit post.
It's high value footage with
shit
low
post.
value content.
Yes.
Yeah.
High production,
Low value.
quality,
There it is.
high entertainment.
So what made you guys want to actually start the channel?
I started it.
Yeah.
This is great. I wanted to do it for a long time, and the smoking gun was I got this thing that I'd pre-ordered from a company that I'm not going to give any more clout.
Sweet.
And it was terrible. And I told them that it was bad, and they literally responded saying, "You're wrong. It works fine."
Damn.
And then I sent them a video of it not working, and they went, "No,
That's not
you're
real.
wrong.
Fake news.
It's not.
Mine works fine, so you must just be wrong."
Mine works. Mine's
No
great.
joke. That is the response I got. So I
Mine's
made it.
great.
It's our first video on the channel. I made the video, and I said, I'm doing this every week.
Can you imagine like writing into Dell, like you get a Dell laptop and you turn it on and it's not functioning right, and you write into Dell, you call them up and you're like, the Dell that you sent me doesn't work. I'm sorry, sir. I'm on a Dell right now, and this Dell is working fine.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went.
Yeah.
What? No, that's not the way this works.
Well,
I now know my new customer service line. They're like, hey, your shit isn't working. I'm like, well, I have it in
have you
working.
considered
wrong.
that you could
Yeah,
be
you're wrong.
stupid?
Mine works just fine. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So when did you weave these guys into the fold to beef the channel up to really add some inches to it?
Yeah, I didn't want to be the face. I was like, man, I'm a video guy. I film stuff. I edit videos.
The last like 3 videos on your channel is you as the face.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
the thing that I learned.
It was very accidental.
Get fucked, nerd.
Yeah.
Me and Joe, we were working at our gun store, and Joe was like, "I need a face." I'm like, "Fuck, I'll be
like,
your
I'll do all the
face."
work.
You're
So,
like,
just, I need
pay
a
for
face. He
everything.
just walks
Yeah,
up. He's like, I need a face.
I need a face. I'm like,
Need a
okay.
face.
Yeah.
You just get on your knees. Here it is.
That's how it went. I was like,
Right now.
Just take it.
Joe's like, I just really
Take
need
it
this
right.
right now.
I was like, this is all I wanted.
Yeah. And then one day I couldn't show up, and Joe.
I
got,
said I would help out, and then
There's a
Joe
barrel
was
length
like, you
video.
did some funny shit. You should keep coming every week.
It's a barrel length video.
Yeah.
And if you ever go watch it, we have like no views. So it's great when we were doing these when we first started. We got like no views, and we were like, whatever. But I'm talking about this, and I'm editing the video when we're done, and I look at the clip, and he's over there with a suppressor on his gun, just jerking it off, just cranking it out. the
It's
whole
really
time.
like.
And I knew, I
servicing
was
that
like,
thing.
how did he think of that? You know, like,
How did he think?
How did he think?
How did he
Jerk
think?
off the suppressor.
Well, I'm over here like, what would I rather be doing right now?
We're just having a normal conversation. We're talking about barrel length. We're like 2 inches is a lot. It makes a huge difference on your velocity. And 2 inches, honestly, if you need 2 extra inches, you have a little bit of a problem. Like, we could all use
You go
it.
from
It
14.5
does
to
get-
16, like that's a lot of weight.
That's
The
a
big
lot of
ones
weight.
hurt to carry around
I'm
all
talking
day,
about
you
this,
know?
and this dude's just stroking
Stroking
off
it.
his cans.
Fucking rad.
And so I was like, well,
He's part of it.
you're now in
it's
it every
now
week,
in
and
it.
you can deal with
So
that.
really, the only thing that has to happen is like somebody just doesn't show up to work, somebody else subs in for
I
them,
will
and then they're
replace them.
automatically
Pretty
hired.
much.
Yeah.
That's how they're hired.
There was one day Thomas and I were both out, and Joe got naked on camera, and I was like, "Oh, you gotta chill,
This
dude."
is what happens.
That's
yeah,
how
if
we
I
got
don't
Sons
show
of
up to
Liberty
work.
Gunworks to
Yeah.
like us.
They
so.
love
Because you
us.
got naked.
Yeah,
on
Joe
camera.
took his shirt off and danced around like a monkey and
I've
threw
seen
my
that
gun on the
episode.
ground.
I loved it.
My son was like, "That's awesome. We're gonna
Straight
send you a
up, though,
gun."
did you actually get naked and just kind of blur out the naked?
No.
He had pants on at least.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's
I thought
naked
you got
for
full
me, though.
naked.
The pants stay on.
Funny story.
All the
Me and my buddy were actually planning on filming a Train As You Fight. So since I wear flops all the time, and people are like, "Oh, you got to be prepared." It's like, well, let's be honest. When you guys are probably going to get into a situation, it's going to be at your homes when you're sleeping. So train as you fight. So I'm going to be out there in buck ass naked.
It's like me with the Glock and a handful of shredded cheese and my dick out, and I'm like,
Flashlight.
"Who the hell is in my
Send us that
garage?"
footage, to,
Yes.
like just for me to look at,
Yeah.
just to proof. I'll
Yeah.
proof it
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Dude, the odds of like if you get into a fight and if you dress down prior to a fight, the odds of you automatically winning the fight I think increase like 300, 400.
I just
Imagine like
I've never
you
had to
about-
fight a dude after I drop my pants.
No.
Yeah.
That is like the ultimate. It's the ultimate fuck you.
feel like it's a win.
like we're about to fight,
And I'm
hold
rock
on a second,
hard.
and just yeah,
And I'm just
Why? Oh my god!
I'm just
Why are you
well, it's
you just
hold on.
turn around, just get a little fucking key bump of Viagra, and then fucking boom. What up? Let's
I'm
do
like,
this.
now we can fight.
Yeah.
Now we can fight.
He's like, you have a baseball bat.
You
Sword
can
fight,
coming in there
sword
with
fight.
a garote de pepe and you're ready to fucking swing.
You're like, all right,
fucking.
we fighting now?
There are ways to avoid competition.
Yeah.
dude.
And
Yeah,
most
what
of
did
it
your
is made
buddy
naked.
like? What did your buddy came over to the shop one time and we were talking about they used to live down in Hollywood, and he said this guy went to fight me, and instead of fighting him I just said,
Are we gonna kiss?
do you remember what he said to him?
Dude, he's like, I'll eat your ass, dude.
He's like,
He's,
I
I'll eat
will."
your fucking pussy, bro.
It was just something,
Yeah.
and the guy was like, no, I don't
No,
think
I don't think I did that.
You know what? I don't want to do this
We
anymore.
go to that quite often because most people are expecting like a, listen, fuckface.
Yeah, I got
But
your
instead, like,
number. Yeah.
he's like, I'll suck your dick off, bro.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
And
He
it's
was
just
"You know,
like-
just suck your dick. Yeah.
Like, he's like, you're gonna make me come and I'm gonna suck your dick,
I promise.
and you're gonna like it. What's more terrifying for a heterosexual man than a dude just being like, I'm gonna suck your dick and you're gonna like it.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it.
You're gonna like it.
No, it's not gonna have a choice.
No.
You're gonna
Clearly,
question
he
your
does
own
not
sexuality.
understand how down bad I am.
So have you been doing it for a year and a half now?
Year and a half, yeah.
Pretty good. Your videos are fucking spot on for like having been out here for a year and a half, because that's basically
And the fact that the
Oh,
shit
no.
posting hasn't stopped,
yes,
even better.
It's
fucking money.
expensive.
Yeah.
So in this period of time, how many and what enemies have you acquired
Enemies?
while doing so? Yes.
Uh,
Haters. Let's not
haters.
call them enemies. Just haters.
Yeah.
Oh, but just
It is.
everyone who looks at me with my pants.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude,
The ankles
I
are
can
not well
only-
perceived
I
by
can
some
only
people.
Oh,
fucking
you know,
This-
sees these pants.
If you in our comment, literally, we posted a Palmetto video today.
Yeah.
And first of all, people got mad because I called the guns a vibe. And hold on,
Really? People
I
get
haven't
mad.
People
I
don't
shot
like
them.
Palmetto.
I haven't shot them, so it's
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna tell you it shoots well. Like
Yeah.
No,
It
the
looked
first one
nice.
grabs like a 308.
it makes
right?
me horny. I don't know what
Yeah.
you want from me. It's a vibe,
Dude,
you know?
yeah,
like
it's a fucking vibe.
vibe.
Yeah.
Well, it's
First
really just
off-
the company. It's just PSA in general.
Palmetto's
Cameron,
putting out
if
all
you're
the stuff that
listening,
people
PSA
want.
is a fucking vibe.
And
Yeah.
they're supposed to send us stuff. Maybe Cameron, if you're listening, everyone on the comments says to send us shit.
They
So,
all say that.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Everyone.
If
I'll
they don't, we'll create fake accounts and make them say that.
tickle it.
Yeah.
We've been trying to tickle their pickle, but
Tickle their pickle.
we've been trying to tickle their
A
pickle.
little tickle pickle.
Send us all of the guns. Just
Yeah.
Send gun, pray.
Yeah.
send guns.
Gun, please.
PSA is like,
Stop making me pay MSRP
yeah, I know.
to give you 30K views overnight. Stop.
What were you about to say?
I was gonna say, dude, PSA is just like literally disrupting the fucking big
Oh, yeah.
companies that are.
They're
just
my
overcharging
favorite
with their shit.
company.
I mean, it's the greatest thing to watch.
They went
And it's
from-
you know what it's gonna do? It's gonna force everybody to fucking follow suit. Now some might call it like a race to the bottom, right? So they're still like, well, no, it's just a race to the bottom like this.
Well, I mean, that's the entire point of a roller coaster.
Well, it's the entire point of a free market economy, really.
Also true.
And but because there's one thing that you do. It's either a race to the bottom, which is you create a commodity, the exact same thing that everybody else is selling, and then just lower your price, or you innovate. But this
doing
is going
both of those
it's-
things.
it's the beautiful thing. So here's the thing that's happening. It's happening in the accessories world, and it's also happening in the firearm world. So there's lack of innovation because there's all these behemoths that they're charging $4,000 for a rifle, and people are buying the $4,000 rifle because there's seemingly no other choice until really PSA came on the scene, right? So what it's going to do is it's truly going to force people to innovate. So my hypothesis is that in a few years, you're going to find companies like Daniel Defense or one of the other big gun companies that truly come with some incredible innovation with a rifle or a pistol that is unique and not in.
Oh, you mean like their revolutionary H9?
Yeah, like their
revolutionary.
H9.
The
Dude,
5-year-old
they're-
design.
they're
that you're re-releasing
revolutionary.
After
They've
acquiring
revolutionized-
They've revolutionized it.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the H9, it's a revolutionary.
It's revolutionary.
It's the
It
revolution is that when you buy it, they notify the ATF that you purchased it, give them your name and address. And they
I thought the revolution is that it looks like it takes Taurus mags.
yeah, did you see the mags?
Dude,
It
I
looks
haven't- I haven't
suspiciously
messed
like
with it
Taurus
yet.
mags.
They look like Taurus mags.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, so you guys know that's the Hudson H9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I keep
I
saying
saw that and I
might
was
be
like, that
dumb, but we're
looks
not
familiar.
Listen, I'm both stupid and dumb.
Oh, you got both.
You
really
know
hurt
they
me.
say that on their marketing that it's revolutionary, right?
No shit.
No, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's why they say
That's why I
that's
keep
why we
saying it's
They're looking at their watch. They're
revolutionary.
like, I think it's been long enough that everyone's forgotten about that one.
Yeah, they're like,
we remember Daniel
We
Defense.
remember.
We bought the
Yeah,
patent.
fooling
yeah, hey
everybody,
bro,
yeah.
can I borrow your homework? Sure, or just change it. Look.
They didn't change it.
Revolutionary Daniel
Yeah.
H9.
It combines
They didn't
the
even change the
ergonomics-
name.
All
Like-
they did was put Daniel on
Yeah,
the
instead of
side.
Hudson, it's now Daniel.
Listen,
Just a name.
Daniel's H9. It's not Hudson's H9.
I don't know. I personally don't want my firearm to have a dude's name.
No.
Really?
No. Yeah.
I do, because I put it in my mouth all the time.
Well,
Yeah,
how about this? Instead of calling
I
it
just
Daniel,
constantly
you call it the
dry fire
Daniel.
Daniel.
Unlisted
Daniel.
dry fire.
Daniel.
I
Daniel.
have the fucking
Right?
courage. to
Now
actually
you're
put that
talking,
out there.
dude. That's a good point.
What's
Just
that?
don't call it the Daniel. Call it the Danielle.
Oh.
What if we should, dude? You want to go to?
Hey, it's
you wanna go to their
2024.
booth?
It can be called whatever it
Let's
wants.
go to their booth tomorrow and be like, so Danielle Defense.
Danielle Defense.
Yeah, you guys make some good rifles.
You
What
should
do you call
yeah.
Go to their
Danielle
booth,
Defense?
but bring one of the ATF booth people and be like, you guys are friends, right? Like, you guys drink coffee together.
Yeah, we just he's all
guys-
buddied up, cozied
yeah,
up. Yeah.
yeah.
What do we got? We should. What we can do is we could just make the let's say H9. We'll make the I-10. Fuck.
And it's the exact same thing. But
If it's in 10 millimeter,
It's
yeah, that's
one
kind of hot
letter
right
higher
now.
in the alphabet, one number higher, and then
Obviously,
number.
it's better.
that makes it
Immediately.
Oh,
better.
That's how
100%
that
better.
works. That's
6
it.
minute ads.
Why not 5?
Why not 5 minute ads, man?
6 minute ads. So we got a question for you guys from
While he
our.
asks this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see if your drinks are at the door.
Oh, cool.
Mainly because I want to put something in them.
You're like, I need
I
help.
don't want you to see me do it. So
Hey, if you roofie us and we go to Brandon Herrera's, then we might end up on stage.
I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. in
Put
this
2
congressional-
roofies in now.
at least
Double down.
Walking in. Why did
So I think you guys will maybe appreciate this. Probably not. I don't fucking know. What are some things in the 2A industry / community is lacking right now? And what is something that has been doing really well?
these are questions from
This is from our Discord.
our Discord.
From your
So
Discord?
these are
Okay.
these are what our viewers wanted to hear, like literally you ask. So yeah.
Oh, that's
so
great.
I
no
didn't know that your
pressure.
viewers knew who we were.
I didn't know
That's
that they
kind of
knew.
incredible.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You were
You don't-
just
we
like,
had to
give us a
tell
question
them,
for
no,
the
I'm
event.
you had to give him an index.
You're like, these
we
guys
had an
were
hour
here.
seminar.
Dude,
This is him
surprisingly-
talking about a hand job in McDonald's parking lot.
All right, so there's these 3 retards.
No, so yeah, I guess my answer is, I feel like what it's lacking. Are we talking from like a creative standpoint or just 2A in general?
Just the 2A community in general, like the industry. Like
Take the
what's going on?
community and then take the industry. and
Yeah, let's start with
both
the
of them.
community.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, community-wise, what we've found, at least in our area, is people who look different are not accepted, which is
Like just
hilarious.
immediately ostracized.
Immediately ostracized.
Right.
It doesn't matter how into guns you are. It doesn't matter how much you shoot. Like I
Yeah.
put 60,000 rounds downrange in a year.
Right.
And no one cares because of how I look.
Right, because you roll up your
Because
jeans.
I roll up my
Yeah,
jeans.
oh,
You roll up your
I
jeans.
pin roll my
You
jeans.
don't have a
Oh.
You don't
Like,
have a
yeah,
full
literally.
beard and
I don't have a full
tattoos
beard. I don't
and
have-
prior
I
military.
don't look like him, so
Yeah,
I'm
Right.
You're not wearing a flannel.
Right.
Yeah, here's
Yep.
the thing: is like people look at me like, oh, I bet he's great at shooting. Joe's far better shooting than I am. Like I'm shooting like groupings like this big. Joe's shooting like groupings that big.
Dude, no, that's true. Like even like in our comments, it'll be like, "Who's that trans lady I see?" I'm just like, because I have longer hair.
How dare we like guns, but
Yeah.
also the 2A industry, sorry, it's dying. Like,
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
The 2A's been dying for years. Like that's why we're losing. That's why we're not getting.
It's a bunch of old Harley farts.
And
Yeah.
we gotta, like
Yeah.
our goal, and that was kind of the big push for our channel. And why I was like, fuck it, we ball. But I finally had enough money, like from work that I was doing, to make some videos. But two, like, it was insane that I'm working at a gun shop and people would walk in and be like, I'm gonna get helped by this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, I'm gonna get helped by this guy.
but
I'm not gonna get talked to
They
that guy.
they
Like,
would
I'm not-
actually go out of their way to go towards me rather than Joe.
And I built all the guns.
And Joe builds all the guns. Right. I was like new, and I was like, this was brand new, me being in the industry. So like, what do you think is a good firearm? I was like, man, I don't even know what the difference.
I don't even know.
I don't
What's a firearm?
What's the difference between like? I was like, what's the difference between a Glock 19 and a Glock 17? Like I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I think what's missing is that the understanding that like the big solution to all of the liberals and every liberal that I've run into, the biggest solution is get them into guns.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast
just
getting
fucking
someone into
talking
guns-
to somebody.
Just or just being friendly with
Just
them,
being nice
talking
to
them,
human beings.
Yeah.
and then you get
really.
them into guns, and all of a sudden they start becoming radicalized like terrorists. Like it's
Like we
crazy.
do need to
As
burn down
labeled
the
by the
Capitol
FBI.
building.
As labeled by the FBI. Whoa, 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 whoa,
For
whoa,
legal
whoa,
reasons,
whoa,
this
whoa,
is the
whoa,
time. Okay, whoa.
I gotta go.
Yeah,
Hey, what's that? Look at the time.
yeah. It's kind of become a term of endearment between me and my girlfriend. She calls me her little violent extremist.
That's adorable.
And then he beats her.
So it's really understanding that, like,
Just as the
when there's a firearm on a table, that there's nothing dangerous about that firearm laying on the table. Yeah, because people are legitimately scared. Like they could walk into a room and see a gun and go, "Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!"
They get afraid.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
It's programmed in. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I would say
programmed in.
they're missing acceptance. They like complain that people aren't into guns, and then people like me get into guns, and I mean, look at our comments.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally, if
Right.
if
Right.
people are like, oh, that's not true. Look at the comments on our shorts. Look at the comments on our long form videos.
just nothing but shit talking.
It's
Oh, yeah.
it's bashing on me, and I like it. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I do
Like,
too. Yeah,
I don't
I
care
love
if
feeling
those
trolls.
guys yell at me because you know what? Those guys are already into guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already my work's done. You're into
Yeah.
guns, dude. My work's done. If you're not interested in firearms, they're fun. Whether you
Yeah.
want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
They're fun. You
Right.
can have fun with them. It's okay, and you can train. And owning one is the first step in making someone understand. Like, oh, it's not gonna kill me.
Did you just
Yeah.
say you can have fun with
You can have
guns?
Fun with guns. Fun with guns.
Not
Not
allowed.
by
Fun
it.
with
Not by
guns.
You know, the
But-
first rule of range safety is have fun.
And put it.
That's
in.
true.
Yeah, the RSOs over
Don't
50.
do
would
Have
disagree.
fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Look
Yeah.
good. Be safe.
We
Be
give
safe.
them-
Yeah, there we go.
We give them grand mal seizures on a daily basis.
daily
They're
basis.
like, they're constantly just like fucking twitching in the fucking comments. I can see it. They're why is he spinning the gun like that?
Yeah.
These comments
Yeah,
that
no,
he
yeah.
fucking gets. He's like, why are you pointing the gun at yourself? I'm like, well, you're not pointing the gun at yourself. First of all, second of all, it clearly went to fucking bolt lock. How long have you been around firearms not to understand that dude just fired a round? It went to bolt lock. He chambered a fucking round after he put it back.
They've never
pointed it
fired a
back down range.
semi-auto, is why.
That's right. They're all bolt action.
I mean, we
Yeah.
did swing an AR to rack it like a baseball bat.
I
so-
know.
It's
saw
fun
that.
and it was
That
cool.
was so much
It was
fun.
so
That was
safe.
great,
You're
dude.
fine.
We also
great.
played baseball with the
Yeah.
AR-15 too.
So-
Same video.
Same question to you guys, and you still have to answer the industry.
Are we gonna
Go.
go, Thomas?
I think, at least for like the firearm community, I think at least in our state, we get a lot of people who just give up and move. Which
The quitters.
Yeah.
they're like, this state's awful. I want to leave. Listen, we're thinking about leaving too, but like
Only because now we don't have a choice.
we don't really have a choice
Right.
because of what we do.
Right.
But
What state are you guys in?
Washington.
Washington.
State.
Washington State.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we recently-
which used to be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
up
reason we
until
don't have
5 years
choice,
ago,
right.
solid. We were chilling. We could have whatever we wanted.
We
There
were
was no
silent.
restrictions.
Suppressors all the
Suppressors
time.
were fine. And then within the last, like 2019 is really when it started. The laws
Yeah.
just went downhill. We got waiting periods. We have assault weapons bans.
Well,
magazine bans.
Mike Grantham, he also
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not just the content creators. I mean, just conservatives in general are flocking out of
Yeah.
Washington into Idaho,
That's that, yeah.
into probably Arizona as well. They're just like, anyway, we're done with these policies.
Yeah, we're out.
We've voted as hard as we can. Like we're out of here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's hard for everybody there. So.
I think that they could definitely stop trying to just drop everything and leave. I think it's better for you to fight.
Stop being reactive
Yeah.
and start being proactive.
Yes, start fighting to get these things overturned. Start trying to be the difference in that community rather than just moving and giving up.
Well, and look at Utah, reinforcing existing laws.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my background, right? Last year I spent doing political activism. Like that was what we did. So I made videos for it, but I got to see some strategies. And what what worked is we went to places like Florida, we went to places like Texas where we could ban stuff that was very liberal. And instead of being reactive, we were proactive. We banned it from happening.
Right.
Right. So now we're not being reactive anymore.
Now you're
We're
not having
saying
to
you
regain
took away
ground.
Our rights and we have to try to get them back. That's not a win.
No.
I'm sorry, but getting back our gun rights, even if Washington overturns it, that's not a win.
No.
It's not. And the FPC and the GOA, like they're fighting it, and they're gonna be like, it's a win if they overturn it. To me, that's not a win.
Right.
Right? Because
No, that makes total
California
sense.
got overturned, and they were like, it's a win. It's not, because it got stayed the next week.
It went exactly back to where
Yeah.
it was supposed to be.
Yes.
Right.
That's
or
not a win.
almost.
That's not victory.
Right.
That's like a battle. It's
Right.
It's like a,
Yeah.
It's a draw.
it's like
It's a war of
Yeah.
attrition, you know.
Well, you just got pushed backwards, and now you just came back to where you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not a victory at all.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, in the class of a. I mean, in the courtroom.
lost war,
By
won
definition, yeah, it's a victory, but
Yeah.
legally, no.
It's not.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yep.
So then, moving on to the industry question. Hold on.
It is. That's very nice.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How about
How are you?
yourself?
Hello.
Good. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
you're
I'm
fine.
incredibly annoyed.
This is
That's fair.
This is honestly an outrage.
It's-
Alcohol is my
I'm gonna have a diva moment right now. I'm gonna start flipping things.
You're gonna
over.
hear from my manager.
I'm gonna take my socks off.
Oh no.
I'm gonna call my rep.
Brendan, like, you guys have made me $30 last year.
Congressman Haber.
Different brand. Different.
Oh yeah.
Never mind.
He'd be
doesn't
really
know who we are.
confused why I'd be calling him and how I got his number.
And who you are.
Fair.
He'd be like, weren't you the guy that called me your dad on Instagram a couple years ago? I had long hair and
Yeah,
I got an AK
did you
guy.
call him dad?
Yeah, I said I had long hair, I had an AK guy shirt, and I like took a picture of myself, posted it on Instagram, tagged him. I was like,
Make sure you double the drugs.
I was like,
on
are you my dad?
taxes if you're gonna roofie
It's
him.
already in there.
Okay, good.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Extra big tip. The Jack was
Whiskey, that's me.
He's
Whiskey.
risky.
and the rum.
Thanks, sir.
But yeah, I asked him if he was my dad, and he was like, probably not, but maybe.
Probably not, but maybe.
And then when he was walking up to
Such
get
a
his
Brandon
Gundy,
answer.
to get his Gundy, I was like, "That's my dad!"
You yelled that.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
He was like, I was wondering what idiot yelled that.
No, I was plastered, dude.
Like, I don't remember that.
I'm kind of happy we didn't win because I was drunk.
Stumbled up on stage.
Yeah.
If we would have won, we would have been like, anyway, this is a lie.
Anyways, how are we up here?
Yeah.
We were in the
What
in
is?
like the
Agua?
same category as some of the highest content creators. That's
Oh, wow,
ridiculous.
the Fiji. So official.
Wow.
From my cardboard straw.
Yeah. I could have just.
I gotta say, these are some robust cardboard straws.
That is a robust
big.
cardboard straw. All right. Anyways, back
My veins went
onto
woke.
now to the industry.
Yeah. What's the industry missing?
Yeah.
Just so I'm restating the question.
Yes.
What is it missing and what is it doing well?
What
Yeah.
is it missing? What is it doing
Right.
well?
Missing or lacking.
Missing or lacking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
not work.
what we're really lacking.
Trying to drink through the balaclava over here. It's not going to
You
go
can
very
do
well.
Put it under.
Is it going?
A little bit.
You're fine.
Little
In
bit.
this little fucking.
I'm going to waterboard myself by the end of the evening.
I'm
but we're
gonna.
fine.
So when I introduce you guys, I'm gonna pop up your picture from the Gundies, but I'm gonna Photoshop your head. with this hat.
Joe has one
Yeah,
with,
yeah,
with
you
the
do.
fake face.
I put
over it.
fake faces on.
Perfect. Send it to me.
Yeah, it's industry. What's it missing? I'll start with what it's missing. I would say during COVID we had some slip ups happen, and what it's missing right now is quality control. Every company, Arrow's fixing it. Palmetto seems to be fixing it, but during COVID, every company went, we don't have to worry about QC, and then every company went, we don't have to worry about ammo costs, and like one big old guy bought all the little ammo companies, and so now he owns a monopoly on ammo, and ammo will go up this year because they said that it's going to.
Right. Because they can charge it,
Because
and
they
we
can
will pay.
charge whatever they want because they bought all the companies during COVID. But
Happy
during,
election year, everybody.
Yeah.
during COVID,
Boy, get
QC
ready.
just went away, and customer service, honestly, like it's good for creators, it's bad for the most normal people. So if I reach out to a company as DeskPop, I'm
Right.
much more likely to get a great response and really, really good feedback than if I use
Than
their
as Joe.
contact us form.
Yeah.
And I'm Joe. Which honestly, it sucks. And
That does suck.
it sucks that like we'll buy guns, and you guys have seen it because we buy guns for our channel, and they don't send them to us. And how many times have we gotten nice guns that don't work?
Right.
And then the companies and the people in the comments are like blaming us, but we get nice guns that don't work or break, and it's like the QC is just non-existent. That's the big thing for us. So now we're working with companies that they hand make stuff, and even when companies send me samples, I ask them, hey, just pull 2 off the truck. I don't want
please.
I don't want hand-picked stuff. I actually tell them I don't want that, and I just want 2 random ones. So that was why, like, we did a Black Aces video, and he was like, okay, I'll send you 2, like, our sample shotguns. He's like, I have no doubt that they're gonna last. And I was like, no. I said, I want 2 brand new ones, pulled off the pallets, still packaged up. And they still had the cleaning grease in them, so obviously they hadn't been test fired, and that's what we got. And we had issues with them, and I was like, anyway, we're having problems with this. And to their like respect, because they got like redone the whole thing, but the guy was like, post it.
That's I
and
like
so our
that.
video's like, we had issues with this. I had to do this to get it working, and then it ran, but like,
Dude, that's some respect.
It's
yeah.
is, yeah.
Post it. Yeah.
It
I was like, those are the companies we want to work with.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to work with the companies like Palmetto, right? They won't give they might now, but at the time that I had reached out to them, they wouldn't give us any guns. They wouldn't work with us at all. I said, hey, this is our Jackal review. It hit 30,000 views or whatever, and it was doing pretty well. And I was like, it gets so hot and it's so heavy.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can just fix this, dude. It's super easy to fix. Your rail's twice as thick as everyone else's rail.
Right.
And it's getting dented by the charging handle. And the bolt has a ton of wear after 2,000 rounds. And they were like, well, our engineers are working on it, but they haven't really come up with a solution. And I was like, anyway, I'm going to take a fucking Dremel and I'm going to fix it. So I did. And and like a testament to it, like go to their booth, dude, the 308. That's
that's
my
what you're
head.
talking about in the video today.
That's
right?
I did that. So like I have the CAD file on my phone. Like that's a testament. They saw that, and he goes, oh, I got them numbers like before and after for heats. I did all the work properly, and I just sent it to them, and they listened.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing. I would say both bad and right. So some companies are really bad. They're losing their QC. And They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care because they'll just fix it. And
Right.
Like it's cheaper to replace it for the guys who actually shoot, and just not deal with the people who buy the gun and fire 50 rounds at it.
And then put it back in
and
there.
then
safe.
put it back in the safe.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's become just like normal and accepted.
Yeah.
And
Because I think people bank on that, right? They bank on the fact that people are going to buy shit and they're going to
Not
put it
use
away
it.
and they're going to not use it. And frankly, for a long time when I first started our company, like that is I was like, well, how can I distinguish myself when I just have like this thing that everybody else is making too? Well, I can give a better price, but I'll give a lifetime warranty. And the reason I was able to do that is because like I know how much people shoot. People buy it and they don't have fucking safe. They never fucking use it. So yeah, lifetime warranty. It sells the product because they're like, sweet. It's this inexpensive product that I don't have to worry about. Because what's the question? Well, if it's cheap, it's not good. But if I'm like lifetime warranty, then it takes all the fucking risk out of it. Yeah. But they're not going to use it enough to need a lifetime warranty anyway. And now, obviously, since then, the QC, the products have developed and got better and better and better. But in the beginning, if everybody had actually gone out and put many
You're like,
thousands
I
of
would've been
rounds
out.
through all of my, optics and everything before I had all the kinks figured out, I would have been out of business.
Yeah.
Right. It was just a matter of like knowing like what your market was doing. But you're absolutely right. Like in that respect, companies, especially ones that are so busy,
the big ones now are banking on it.
they're just big. They're big and they're busy and they're not out like shooting their own shit all day every day like we are, right? Like you guys are,
Yeah.
and putting all the rounds through them. So you have to listen to these guys when they're giving you feedback, because especially when you've got a platform as large as you. I mean, we think about it. Like some people might think like, oh, like let's say you get a video that has like 3,000 views. It doesn't seem to be a lot, but I remember like growing up before the internet was like really a fucking thing and social media was really a thing. The old adage in marketing was, you tell 10 people and they tell 10 people. It doesn't work like that shit anymore, man. Like
No.
you tell 2,000 people who then go out and tell 200,000 people. And
Who
it
then
very
go tell
quickly-
200 million people.
It very
Yeah.
quickly opens you up to a lot of scrutiny.
Yeah, it does. It does. And springboarding off of that, there's some of the big companies that are here and like maybe I won't say their name, but like they make some higher end stuff. And I've heard recently from a lot of different people, from the Discord to in person to here, they're like, I don't use that shit. It breaks.
not good.
Yeah, it fucking breaks.
Lots of these.
And I'm just like, it's $800 and you're like, fuck that shit.
You sure you don't want to say the name? Because I don't fuck around. Like I'm not here to talk shit, but I'm also here to not like sim.
Yeah.
Like there's not.
Zeotech.
Yeah,
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 that
absolutely.
makes sense. Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm 100% on board with like, yeah. I mean, I think we should say the names,
Right.
Because I would want to know, like,
Right.
if somebody was in, because otherwise what happens is you get what happens with like fucking Bakken in our products, where he's like, I'm not gonna name the company, but it's that company that has that like ridiculous marketing, and they're always, and they order some, and some of their factories are in China, and I'm like, I know you're fucking talking about me.
Yeah.
Just say the fucking name, bro.
That's fair.
Like you just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I hate it. I hate that. It's just like, just call me out, and if it's truly a problem, I'll try
He's
to do
gonna
better.
post vaguely about it on Instagram in 6 times. Whatever. Yeah. And then he's
And
gonna
then
be
a
like,
week later,
hey,
I'll be
no
like, I
drama.
sure hate
No
Instagram.
drama.
I guess I'll go start
I
some
hate this
tomorrow.
guy.
Yeah, we need unity, but I hate this guy.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. No, yeah, I guess the beef has to stop. But I was honestly thinking about that coming up here. It's like while we're talking about the 2A and the industry and all of us, and I'm like, yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, the beef needs to stop. The beef needs to stop. And then I'm thinking to myself, if I'm really being honest, am I perpetuating the beef?
No, the beef will never stop.
Beef is forever.
It just never stops.
Beef never stops.
Is it just kind of like the rap game?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have like
it's
East
like
West. You gotta have like the big
dude.
boys. And,
Yeah.
Dubstep never dies.
Never done. No. I agree with that though. The beef will never stop,
It will never
it's
stop.
and it's not just the botkin angle. It's no matter, like we were talking about, no matter who you are in the industry, there's going to be someone who doesn't fucking like you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You can't please
Yeah.
everyone.
like
And nor should you.
like even if we
Because
became,
We're
that
not
means-
for everyone.
That means yeah.
Like even if we became best friends with Pocket, there would be someone else.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
always someone else.
Yeah.
There's always a bigger fish, and there's always a bigger fish that's afraid that you're going to become a
There's
bigger fish.
always a bigger ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I've
very
seen a lot. There's always bigger ones.
Well, there's something to that too. I mean, Botkin's gonna do his thing. Other people are gonna do their thing. We'll do our thing. We'll all attract different groups of people that might like our special kind of autism.
Yeah.
And then, but we've all got the same
Special
goal,
autism
which
brand.
is, yeah, go buy a gun, go train with it, go be more prepared, all that type of thing. We're all gonna bring people that have at least that lingering in the back of their head together.
Yeah, what's going to
so we'll
happen
just
is you're
build a
going to
bigger
start
community that
dominating.
way.
You guys are going to start dominating YouTube. Yeah, I mean, you're really on your way up. I mean, there's no question that like the quality of your videos and the intellect.
There
you
has to
guys
be
have.
another generation. I mean,
Yeah,
these
you're
at the end of the day, these channels are just companies, and companies have a lifespan, unfortunately.
And that's
Absolutely.
I
what we've
don't
been
think
telling
anybody's like gonna die tomorrow, but there has to be. Well, I mean,
could.
sometimes I want to, but you know,
Guys, I
there's
I think about it every day.
yeah, like
There's a window right there.
No, actually,
we are on the
they're
45th floor.
reinforced.
Oh,
You
really?
can't jump through them.
Oh, you underestimate me.
yeah,
Tom's like,
for exactly that reason.
But yeah, it's definitely the next generation. How old are you guys, by the way?
26.
I'll be 24 here in a few days.
Okay, 24, 25, 26. That's fucking awesome, and that's exactly what needs to happen. And so you guys are going to go up and start kind of dominating on YouTube and cultivating a new generational audience, right? And then it's going to slowly be stripped away from the guys who just aren't kind of keeping up with the times and
They know.
won't switch their belief systems to hey, just go out and fucking train and stop spending all your money on this Gucci gear, and you'll get YouTube and Bakken will get Reddit. I think. Yeah, they love him.
I think that
The Reddit
Take
king.
it.
yeah. I think what it is a lot of the bigger channels that, and we're seeing this because we like cordially knew some of them, and then you start doing videos, and all of a sudden you're a competitor in their space. and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, we don't know who that is,
Right.
and we're not going to work with them.
Yeah.
And they just immediately like ostracize you. but-
I think that's one of the biggest thing that annoys me is because these people, whether it's a company or whether it's an influencer or people with media stage, they're like, oh yeah, well, like you're saying, they're gonna ostricize rather than like, hey, let's build all of each other up.
It's
Let's
'cause
make this huge.
they're so
Yeah,
scared.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
They're like, hey, do you guys like guns?
Yeah.
Let's
We like guns.
Yeah.
Let's hold hands.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do some cool shit together instead of like, yeah, we don't want to.
And it's weird that we're getting that. And I tell the guys this every time. Every time the solution to every issue is to keep posting and get bigger.
Yeah.
Because eventually,
Yeah.
right? they
Eventually,
have to
we'll
just
be worth
our
someone's
friend.
time.
Well,
Yeah. I like that.
I will
they're gonna say
force
something.
them to kiss me.
You will like me.
my personal opinion of why you guys are probably getting that is because you guys are honest, and bigger names in the industry will see that as a scam.
Oh yeah, threat. It's a threat.
It's a risk.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Should be a threat.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
Can't
the.
hide behind your bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're like, oh fuck, these guys are gonna get a hold of my shit,
Yeah.
and they are going to wreck it.
Oh, they will say the honest truth.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, Black Aces, I was like, dude, I'll work with you anytime you want. You
Yeah.
sent me a gun, I had issues with it, and instead of saying, let's fix it and redo the review, you said, post it. I'm like, okay, I'll
Okay.
post it. He was like, I can send you parts. And I was like, dude, we've been filming this for
Well,
3
and
days.
even then, we made a couple tweaks to the gun at home, and it ran just fine after that.
And that's the truth. I said
yeah.
it in the video. I had to Dremel the thing flat, so his breech lever was not bent enough. It's a Benelli part. You can buy the Benelli part for $45. And he was like, I'll send you a new breech lever. And I was like, nah. I'm like, I'll just fix it. And that's what I did. I fixed it. But I would just buy the Benelli part. I'm going to buy the good part.
Yeah.
Right? But he was also like, yeah, tell them. He's like, but tell them that I offered you customer service and I offered to help you. He's like, but post it. And so I would, that's what's going to win us over. And that's, I think, what people who are our age, that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
No
Oh, yeah.
company's fucking perfect.
To mention, like from a company perspective.
Yeah.
From a company perspective, I mean, I look at it like this: like you've got a guy who, for free, or at your cost of goods sold for a shotgun, essentially, right?
It cost me money still, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
was that, oh, did you?
he gave me the shotguns and he
Okay.
gave me 500 rounds of ammo.
Got it.
We shot
So-
1,000. So
All right, so for the cost of half the ammunition, half the ammunition of the actual DeskPop, for the cost of half the ammunition that was used and the cost of goods sold on a shotgun, you just literally got 3 days of these guys' time and experience time with not only finding a problem and a solution to the issue of your rifle. How valuable is that from a
Yeah.
manufacturing standpoint? And what would the engineering time cost for a guy to sit on his fucking computer and not actually go out and shoot it,
Well,
really figure it out?
that's exactly what he told
to
me. He's
figure
like,
it
I got guys on CAD all day wearing these out. And I'm like, dude,
I got guys on CAD where
he's got a bunch of dudes
I
who,
know.
they take them
Yeah.
apart, they scan one gun, they throw it in CAD, and they do the wear simulation, right? And I'm like, you know what a really good wear simulation is? Slamming that shit into the ground really hard. Like that hit
Yeah.
it, hit it.
Trying to
That's
run
a
high
wear
velocity
simulation.
buckshot through a
We
gun
ran
that
high.
can't run
That's what we were doing. High velocity buckshot, high velocity slugs. They're bird shotguns.
Yeah.
So that was our fault.
Yeah,
Like,
it
the
didn't go
M2,
too well.
we
We
have a
had to
Benelli
switch to
M2.
field loads.
You don't want to run high velocity slugs or buckshot through your M2 either, because that's an inertia driven shotgun for birdshot. Like
Got it.
it'll break your Benelli.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So-
crashed those shotguns.
Unfortunately, we do have to wrap this
Yeah.
up because you got to go to dinner. And
What time we got?
We've got an election party or something like that.
Some sort of thing.
We got a
for
few minutes, so
Congress.
final thoughts. We'll probably wrap it, like really close it out at like 10 after 7 or something like that. Yeah.
Final thoughts for me.
Yeah.
Well, final thoughts from anybody. Anybody wanted to kind of add anything in? Was there anything you
so
wanted?
I've got one thing. It's just one thing.
That's it. Yeah.
That's all. Oh, look at the time.
That's all right. I'll just figure out a way to break that glass real quick. My big thing, at least, like just problem with the industry, at least for the YouTuber industry.
him. He's belting it
Yeah.
out now.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the gatekeeping.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like Joe, he's talked to some people before, and they won't collaborate with us because we're just not big enough.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
they're
like-
like, when you get more subscribers, we'll collab.
us.
We'll
And I'm
collab
like-
with you.
That's the help that we want. Like,
Yeah, it's like
But
that's what we
the
need.
joke that I make, right? Like you
Yeah.
are nobody.
Yeah.
And like I'll be talking to somebody and they're like, "Hey, I love your videos. Yeah, I do stuff too." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. How many subs do you have?" And they'll like say it, and I'm just like,
that's funny.
Bye. All right, I gotta.
so like that. Jumping on that a little bit. Sorry to interrupt. But
you're good.
like that was the Hollywood life too.
Yeah.
It was like, so let me see your Instagram.
Yep.
And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you only have.
That's yeah.
I gotta go
You're
see
not
my
important
friend.
enough
And
for
it's like-
me.
It's like what?
We don't care.
It's like we're in a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say hello because you look like an interesting conversation.
And we're like, we thought that you and us would be friends.
Yeah.
we just want to be friends.
It's disheartening.
Yeah.
You know, because like we want to grow, we want to do this, we want to meet these people because we think they're genuinely going to be cool people, but
You're particularly talking about collaborations with other creators.
Other
You're talking about
creators.
with companies.
No, other
Who you wanna
creators,
do
for the
work
most
with,
part.
or both.
Companies are getting better
Yeah.
because we're getting bigger.
Yeah.
And creators, I think, again, like I told you guys, the solution is us getting bigger. And it's weird that that's the solution, but it does make sense, right? Because reach.
It's just, yeah, it's a numbers game. It really is. And, you know, it's just how many subs you got is how much clout you got. But I think what people need to understand, to your point, is that people will be small for a while. Until
It's
they're
just
not.
how it works.
Yeah.
Until they're
We're
not.
small until
and
we're
when
not.
they're not, people don't forget, dude. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And like when you told me to fuck off, and when I was like, hey, can I review this gun for you? I just want like a discount on it, right? And you said no, or you just didn't reply to my email.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 million subscribers, and you're like, hey, I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we remember, right? So it's just take care of the guys that, and you never know, people go back and like binge watch the old videos too.
That's what
So
happens.
somebody takes off, they'll go back through and they'll watch all those things.
Yeah.
It's like they were at our point at some point,
Everybody-
begging for
Yeah.
collaborations, and then once they get there, they're doing the exact same thing. It's
Yeah.
a cycle.
It really is. Yeah. Don't forget where you came from. I think that's really.
I came from my mom.
We came from my mom.
I came from my dad's.
It all started when my dad got blue balled.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. Got a little thing we do here.
We do that thing.
Have you ever seen the end of one of these podcasts? I don't blame you if you. I don't blame
The
you if
first
you
time,
your
I knew you guys was from the Gundies. I was like, I don't even know who
haven't.
these guys are.
These guys are dressed up like Revolutionary War generals, and I'm here for it.
That's rad.
We left.
Yep.
They look at me and they're like, "Those guys were awesome.
It was mostly like,
We should be their friends." And I was like, "Hey, you know, I watch them," and they're like, "Who the fuck are these?"
no, yeah.
That was a cool interaction because it was like taking it back to elementary school almost a little bit because I was like, I wish things were just that simple in this world that we live in. When we got up there, you were like, man, like I think you even said, we were like, yeah, you guys are like really cool. I think we should be friends. And I was like, I think we should be friends too.
Did we just become best friends? Did we just become best friends?
I would like to be your friend. And I'm like, that's how we did it. We did it. Yes.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Instead of wondering like for the next like 2 months, like, is he my friend? Are we friends? Am I his friend, but he's not my friend? No, it's just it's in goal. It's like asking a girl, "Will you? Are we in a relationship? Can we go steady?" That was the.
We do that because we're autistic. We did that to the Polner guys too. I was like, "I like you.
Are you
We
our
come
friends?
to your country." And they're like, "You can come to our country, but
You
don't
cannot
stay.
stay.
Don't stay.
Don't
Fuck
stay.
America."
We don't want you to stay.
Stupid Americans taking our jobs. We don't like
country
that.
is The same.
They went on a rant.
Yeah,
That was fucking awesome.
they're great guys. We love them.
All right, well that'll do it for the 2A Procast. Go find these guys on. You're just the Tube. You're not the Gram, right?
We're on the
We're on
You're on the Gram. Gram and the
Real
Tube.
.desktop on the gram. And we're just desktop on the tube. Someone took desktop. So.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Lame, but you'll be able to find all the links down. They are down below. They are amazing, and we have places to go and people to do. And with that, we bid thee a quiff.